Hey lads and ladettes, awesome news. Johnny Joestar has joined goldenstone. This is so exciting. He literally just came out, well, last night or today, depending on when the fixes happened. This is so good. He is, I'm going to say it now, he is really, really good. I'll explain it in the video. So, without further ado, oh, don't say it, TNT. Don't you say it. Video! I hope you are all doing so well. Happy, whatever it is, Thursday, everyone. Today is a fantastic day, because I'm sure TNT in the intro just explained, Johnny Joestar has finally joined the game. It is so cool to see him. Look at him, looking hot, looking good. Now, it's a video. I'm going to show him off a little bit, talk about him, talk about what team comps may be good with him. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, Johnny Joestar is here. Hero Challenge is one of the things. I haven't seen these in so long. It's finally good to see one of these things. Back in my main, I'm on top damage here. Nice. And then promotion plan, all this good stuff. I'll get to him in a second. But first, let me just get some summons in here. I did get him, and I have been experimenting with him just a little bit, and I'll tell you exactly my thoughts in a moment. Hopefully we can get another copy right now. Another copy. We can do 6 of these, so come on, another copy, please 10. Come on, please. Oh, that's rude, dude. That's so rude. We can get, we'll get him in 2 days time. I want to get plenty of copies of him because he's actually broken. Let's check anything else here before I get into it. Look, maybe get a lucky cack summon. Yeah, no. What else is here? Daily recharge. Thank you. Stand. Yeah, whatever. Reach 100 active. Okay, I'll do all that stuff later. But firstly, let's show off this absolute legend of a character. I'm going to start off with showing his abilities, talking about his abilities. Then I'm going to show his damage off, and I'll show you why. I'll show his damage. I'll tell you why in a second. And then maybe some team comps with him. So, Johnny Joestar at 5 stars. Here, I got him level 100. I will do his max versions. This is his skin. I actually really like it, and I like that Tusk 4 is in the background as well. And I hope the anime, when it comes out, is awesome. This one is a bit bare, but this one, cool. Makes you want to buy it. Go here to, what am I doing? I want to go to, actually, you know what I want to do? I need to go to gallery. That's where I want to go. 13 stars. He is a raid transformation character. Let's look at his first ability here. Act 4 Cavalry Spin. Cavalry Spin is from the legendary Zeppeli family. Johnny launches 4 attacks on the lowest HP target, dealing a total of nearly 300% physical damage. The damage ignores 20% of the target's defense and deals additional 30% true damage before attacking. Steals all shields from the target and applies them to himself. For each shield stolen, damage dealt this time increases by 10%. So, that's his single target reap ability. And yeah, he just launches 4 attacks on the lowest HP targets, dealing a total of, that much of damage. And not only doing 30% true damage, which is crazy, but also ignoring 20% defense. But on top of that, I'm just repeating myself, steals all shields from the targets and applies them to himself. So, if you think about who provides shields in this game, I know Al Pacino does, Iggy does, Funny Valentine provides shield, and also Kyochi provides shields. So if he has any of them on there, boom, stolen, thanks. Stolen them and does an extra damage to them as well. So if they have the whole team, or 4 of them, he can do extra 40% damage to that. Crazy. Let's see what it is at max. Johnny launches 4 attacks on the lowest HP target, dealing a total of 417% physical damage. We don't know what his awaken is. Well, I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. The damage ignores 30% of the target's defense, an additional 50% true damage. Before attacking, steals all shields from the target and applies them to himself. For each shield, increases by 20%, and then each attack has an 8% chance to grant self 1 stack of Infinity Spin. After rage skill releases, 55% chance to inflict bound on the target and a 40% chance to launch an additional attack on the lowest HP target. Whoa, that is a mouthful. So we look at it here. Infinity Spin is each stack provides 2% attack and 1% damage reduction. So, and that stacks, so cannot be dispelled and consumes all stack upon reaching 15. So if it doesn't consume it, he will be at, what's that, 15 stacks, he'll be at 30% attack and 15% damage reduction. And then unleash Attraction Smash when he reaches 15 stacks. Okay. When Johnny dies and revives, only half of the existing stacks are retained. Okay, so Attraction Smash deals 180% true damage to all enemies, plus 6% of their max HP, capped at 300% attack. Oh my gosh, really? That is crazy. If the target is burned, damage dealt this time increases by 20% and removes 1 buff from the target. 30% chance to inflict 1 stack of burn. What is that? And it says root here as well, which I assume root means bound, which is freeze target and also minus 20% defense for 1 round. That, like, this is all, like, same with Funny Valentine. This is all, like, one whole normal character. It's just the skill 1 ability here. That is crazy. Okay, so that is when he does his cavalry spin. So that's his main ability there. Let's move to his next one. Act 2, Nail Bullet Tracking. Johnny masters the spin using the golden rectangle and fires nail bullets. At battle start, Johnny grants all allies 1 stack of golden rectangle and deals 100% physical damage to all enemies. This attack ignores shields. Johnny inflicts nail mark on the enemy unit in the same position as each ally. If no target is in the same position, targets the enemy with the highest attack instead. Targets carrying nail mark have healing received reduced by 50% and damage taken by 50. Okay, what? I have been reading this and looking at this all day, but it still just blows my mind. So at the start of battle, so this is sort of, this is, I can confirm, like Funny Valentine's ability, where he does, I think 6, depending on what upgrade, 6% damage of max HP of everyone, and then gives that to shield. So this is just, he just makes it so 1 stack of golden rectangle, and then also just makes it so you do lots of damage and healing reduced by everyone. So that's just a whole enemy team debuff. That's crazy. Let's look at it at final one. Golden Rectangle increases allies' final damage by 9%. The AoE damage dealt increases to 140% damage. Targets carrying Nail Mark have healing reduced by 70%. And okay, so that just increases damage by 25%. Or increases damage with that one. So what is Golden Rectangle? Allies gain 9% final damage bonus. Okay, cannot be dispelled. Yeah, that's fair enough. Just give everyone more damage. And that's not even like Union or Hermit. That's just everyone. And then Nail Mark. Units carrying this state has healing received reduced by 70% and damage taken increased by 25%. Wild. Will be prioritized as the target for enemies' single target skills. Oh, okay. Last 4 rounds cannot be dispelled. When the unit is defeated, this effect transfers to the ally with the lowest HP. Okay, so that's just constant. Even if, so what I see this as is one of the main things is that it's if you are lined up, what it says with at the start, with if your allies are lined up with people's. So if one of them is lined up with someone, then this will be able to, if you can't get everyone, then once you kill that guy, this will just be able to transport along. That's what I read it as. We'll have to see what it's like in game. But yeah, that's interesting to see. That's just doing more damage to everyone, basically. Just like, hey, everyone, you suck now. His third ability, Dark Determination. So this is usually just, usually the third slot is just like buffs or the character thingy. So read it here. Johnny has Dark Determination, willing to use any means to achieve his goals. Plus 25% attack and plus 20% HP, plus damage 10%. main thing here. When receiving fatal damage, removes all debuffs from all allies, including himself, and revives with 50% max HP. Enters the Dark Dimension and gains a block shield that blocks damage 2 times, can trigger once per battle. Now, I've seen what this does. To give you an example, it is basically Abdol's ability, Abdol's revive. But better. Better. So he basically revives, HP back, and then it's the Abdol ability where he blocks it. But it's not like Abdol's that if it takes too much damage he dies. He just blocks 2 lots of damage at level 1. Can trigger once per battle. If we go down to the final form of the ability, attack plus 50%, HP 30%, and 20%. That's a lot more than other characters. That's crazy. Johnny revives with 80% max HP, and then blocks shield blocks 4 times instead of 2, so it goes up, right? So Dark Determination as well, when he receives it, is plus 30% damage, which I think is the main buff that's going on here. And then plus 20% crit chance, control immunity, and it cannot be dispelled. This is what? So, oh my goodness, okay. It's really good. Why is it really good? 1, revive in general is nice to have, really nice to have. We always want it. And being able to revive people. Not only does he get a lot of HP, 1 is maxed out, a lot of HP back, but he also gets a shield that just blocks damage. So it makes him really, really, a really good unit there. In a game, really, really good. Let's move on to his final ability. Act 1, High Speed Spin. Johnny spins his fingernails at high speed and fires them like bullets. When using basic attack or chain attack, 60% chance to gain 1 stack of infinity spin. Max 4 triggers per round. Johnny's basic attack deals an additional 10% true damage. When an ally uses basic attack, rage skill, chain attack, or counter attack, Johnny launches 1 high speed spin on the same target, dealing 100% physical damage plus 25% true damage, and removes 1 debuff from one random ally. Max 2 triggers per ally. Wow, okay. And max 5 triggers per round. Whoa! Okay. That is a lot, and I'll explain it more and I'll show it off in detail. So then, of course, Infinity Spin, and then this one I'll get to. Bullet Hole Transfer deals 110% physical damage to a target, and additional 35% true damage, removes 1 bar. So basically, he's going to keep following up attacks and remove debuffs from allies, basically. Level 3 version of it, chance to apply Infinity Spin increases to 80%. Additional true damage from basic attack is 20%. Act 3, Bullet Hole Transfer, physical damage increases to 110% and true damage here. Okay, that's the abilities. I was talking to some people in Discord today, because there was a lot on it. Well, sorry, I talked to some people today. This is not what I was talking to them about. I saw in the comments or in the Discord that there was some people thought it was bad, or he could be bad, but then others actually saw true. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist, in my opinion. All right, this is my personal opinion, to know that this is really damn good. Just straight away. Of course, we have to play with it, which I've done a little bit of playing, but you got to play with it. But I'll show you the numbers after I do his animations, just to show it off. But absolutely crazy. Let's go into the animations here. Let me put on 1 speed. So this is going to be the at a start battle. So he just shoots his nails everywhere, does damage to everyone, applies the nail mark ability. Now this is his main attack, his rage skill. Bam! And he does it to all those people on the lowest health targets. Absolutely crazy. And then that's his normal thing there. And you can see he just keeps getting stacks of infinite spin when he keeps attacking. You'll show here. I'll speed it up actually a little bit. So he should get maybe infinite spin again, so on, because he's going to be at max here. So very, 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 very cool. I'm just going to play it one more time. If I go here, play it one more time. I'm going to do it 2 times. So a golden rectangle applied to himself. And then he does his so long gyro. Bam! Sick. Some people don't like it. I think it's fine. I think it's good enough. I'll make a video on it like I do on my TikTok and my shorts. But yeah, that's one there. That's what he does. Now, this is what I want to show you first. And then I want to show off just him in general gameplay, and then that'll probably be the video there. So, cutting to damage numbers. I'm here in albums here. So what made me do this is that Radioactive Furries in the Discord, top bloke, was doing some of the calculations. So if you can see here, that is just a level 100 with, of course, what you can get one emblem, I believe, and then gear, whatever gear you want. What's very strange is you can see that he's doing 10 mil damage. He's doing the same amount of damage as 11 star, probably max as he can be. 11 star Dio stand, 10 mil damage. He's doing half the damage of Funny Valentine, and he's doing half the damage of Kyochi. Wild, right? So that's like, wow, that is a lot of damage, and he's also staying alive, and you know, whatever, right? Like, really, really cool. Then is that the? I think that's the. So this is the same photo. Then I decided to test it out. Yeah, I don't. How do I explain that, right? How do I explain that? Like, is it like? Besides, like, yeah, really, really good. 21 million damage. He's not only out damaging Jotaro and Kyochi, you know, he's nearly put the damage combined. So that was one of them. The next one, we got a defeat here. He did 12 million. You know, it's all right. That was a rough one. If I go back to it, 14 million. Kyochi did really, really well there. 30 million on Funny Valentine, 45 million. You know, my Kakyun's always going to be good. But, you know, solid numbers, right? I decided to test Gappy out. So I got Gappy to level 100, 5 stars. And yet, nearly half, but nowhere near that million mark, which I was surprised about, not going to lie. But that was with no gear. I didn't have any gear on him. So I decided, okay, let me put the same gear that I had on Johnny Joestar, and let's put it on Gappy. Yeah, didn't do anything. Basically, still won the fight, but Kak, of course, is really coming in clutch. I took out Diavolo as well, just for this experiment here. So I was like, yeah, wow, really, really good. Now, if you look at the enemy team, they're not the best things, but still. So then I put them back on, and yeah, 23 million damage there. And then I just did some ones with Diavolo. So of course, Diavolo doing insane damage, as he can do. I did a couple just to see the numbers. I then did Risotto just to give a balance of other characters. Level 100 Risotto, less than Gappy's one. And then I did Joseph Joestar, and I think he did the same, a little bit more than Risotto there. And then I just did some more, or I did it again, and then I put him back on, and he did 25 million damage. That was 10 rounds. But of course, you know, him being a raid character, he is going to be doing a lot more the longer that he is in, which is crazy, because that is absolutely wild. So that's that there. Let's get back to the gameplay. So we're back at the gameplay, and I just wanted to show him off just a little bit. Let's go in the Dio's mana and go in here. So he's on my team. I replaced him over Kyochi just for the moment, because I think Diavolo's revive healing band is really, really nice. But yeah, let's just show him off a little bit. I'll put him on ×3. So of course, High Priestess comes in. My High Priestess comes in at the start of battle. This is his ability. He's doing lots of damage there. Infinite Spin. Kakyoin is just Speedy Boy. And then, of course, Funny Valentine's one kicks in. Diavolo putting the bleed stacks, and this is what it means. He is chaining attacks like Bujarati, basically, which I'll get to after this match. I won't show all of it, just a couple of things here, what he's going to do. We see, and he's just going to keep tacking. That's all he's doing. He's just going to keep... I think that may have been his attack. But no, he's just going to keep tacking. That's what he does. And he's going to keep applying this Infinity Spin. And with Infinity Spin, of course, when it reaches 15, which I hope... I haven't really tested this part out, but yeah. And look, and as well, may I say, I could be wrong, but he was stealing people's shields as well. So, okay, we'll see here. This will be really, really good, actually, if he does it. I want to see it. Jolene coming in. Bujarati doing the damage. I think he's already done his max 5 times, so he can only do max 5 chains. sort of like Kyochi, can only do it max 6 times, I believe. Let's see here. Kekkoin, of course, popping off. I don't know if I will win this battle because I am getting higher on the floors here, but it seems like we're doing all right. Oh, okay, that guy just died. Oh, I know, that's High Priestess. That's High Priestess. I was like, whoa, and I don't know how he died. Putting on bleed and stuff. Huge. Heal band as well, which are really, really nice. Johnny Joestar missing there, unfortunately. And of course, this will just speak out for itself, but I really, really want to show some things here. Come on, game, be a bit quicker. Okay, I'm just killing everyone. Okay, the bubbles have disappeared, so I don't know how that worked. But bubbles have disappeared, but if you can see on Johnny Joestar, he has a lot more shields compared to everyone else. If I can zoom in here, he has a lot more shields. So he's been taking the shields off the guys, which is crazy. Then this is his ultimate, or his rage skill. Boom! Bit of damage there. Now, I don't know how much he's on to do his Atom Smash, but I think, as far as I'm aware, Atom Smash is just literally just an ability proc. All this damage coming in. Eey, brother, eey. Heal that. That's how many. They shouldn't get healed. Yeah, the back two didn't. I might skip ahead here just to see the damage numbers. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to skip ahead. Go here. We lost, unfortunately. Crazy, right? 13 million. And he's, 100. Level. That's all he is level 100. I'll show you right now. I'll go into it right now. Confirm. Oh, wrong guy. This is all that he has on him. So yeah, sure, level 97. I mean, it's not even critting or anything just yet. This is the raid. 15% damage for the first 2 rounds and a 40% chance to debuff. So 15% damage is nice, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think he's crazy. Now, to talk about team comps. Look, how to explain it? I was talking to Falcon the Goat and Toot as well in Discord. It was good to catch up with him again. He is basically Bujarati, but better in every way. Basically how it is. Yeah, if you look at them, they do very similar things. If you go here, raid and chase healing prohibition. But yeah, this guy, I feel like I don't have to. I feel like I've already conveyed myself enough. He is broken. He's really, really good. And yeah, and do I very much recommend him? Yes, I highly recommend it. It's a shame that you can only do 20 diamond summons. Which really sucks because I'd be maxing him out right now if I could. But yeah, so this is the character. This is him. This is the costume, looking hot. In team comps, well, of course, he replaces. I think in most team comps, eventually, I'm not saying do it straight away. Eventually, he'll replace Bujarati if he is on your team, and if you want to run that, he is, in my opinion, this is my opinion, best single target damage in the game. And then on top of that, I wanted to say as well, I think I had a chat with someone today, one of my fans. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It was a really good chat. He made they brought up a note saying, hey, should I have him as assist? And I said, I don't think so. And the reason why it would be good is that like other characters like Bujarati, of course, it's really hard because it's a direct translation basically. He benefits for being out longer. As long as he the more Atom Smashes he can proc. The more Atom Smashes he can proc, and of course, the more damage he'll be doing, the more follow-ups he'll doing, stuff like that. So that's basically it. So, and also it makes union teams even more viable because you can just have them all together. It's just more damage. One of the things I want to bring up now is sort of the meta shift. What's been happening? So if you don't know, Gappy was the first ever one to be released. Really, really cool. I love him. He's great. He does lots of damage. He's basically just a big old damage dealer with a self-revive, which is sick, right? You can see that revives at 50% max, even though Johnny does it at 80%, which is wild. Then it was Gia. Really, really cool. Really, really good. Best assist at the moment. Generally, best assist at the moment. And I'll get into that a little bit in a second. Then, of course, Diavala was out. Woo! The goat. I love this guy. It looks really cool. He sort of changed the meta a bit because of his revive ban. Right here, applies revive ban. Making it so, some people can't revive. Makes it so GR can't revive. That changes the meta. That's a direct counter. Next one was Funny Valentine. Okay, Funny Valentine, really, really cool. Just really, really good character, does a lot of damage, and helps out his hermit team. So not only if you have Diavolo, Enya and stuff, it just makes it overall better. So Hermit became a lot more valuable, especially with the bug fixes, so Bleed is better. I don't think it's the best, in my opinion, but better, a lot better. Okay, cool. And also, sort of a direct counter, because he changes chance to convert a random buff on hit to Plague, so Disease. Instead of, so for example, direct counter to Kakyoin, where he gives buffs to people. Where is it? No, it's you. Gives buffs to people, so he takes away that buffs. And now, Johnny Joestar is now basically somewhat of a counter to Funny Valentine, because he has shields at the start of the game. Where is it? Here, at the start of the game, he grants shields to everyone once per battle. So it's very interesting seeing the meta shifts and stuff. I'll be talking about it soon in one of my build videos coming up. I'm still just in the works of making it, but it very much changes, and it changes. So should you have GER as assist? I think yes, it's still viable, because the amount of times you're versing a Diavolo, not as much. I could be wrong, but not on my server. And of course, it's also a chance base. Sometimes Diavolo has crap odds, and he doesn't proc bleed, and he doesn't revive it. You know, it happens, right? And then other times, as you saw in the photos before, he was doing 40 million damage because of the bleed, and he was hitting everything. Really, really good. So that's one of the things that is statistics in this game. It can come down to. So I know I'm rambling here, but this has been a huge change. I highly recommend getting this character. I'll put my heart on it. He's going to be broken. It makes me question what I'm going to do to my team. So, for example, I've already taken Kyochi off. Is that a good idea? I got to think about it. I got to test it, and I got to get him up because he's only level 100, which is why it breaks my mind, dude. It really does. Anyway, that's going to be it to me. Hope you enjoy this character. Hope you get him. Best of luck to everyone. And yeah, Johnny Joestar, broken. Bye!